Well, good afternoon. I'm Reverend David. Thank you for joining me today in our continuation of the Journey to Jerusalem series. Today, we are going to be focusing on help wanted. Why are we focusing on help wanted? Well, we just looked at the story of the Good Samaritan. And one of the things that the story of the Good Samaritan teaches us, as we saw on Sunday, is that there were certain people that should have really been helping this guy that had been robbed and beaten, the priest and the Levite. But instead, what did they do? They kind of put their blinders on and they chose to walk on the opposite side. So, they really missed the opportunity to love their neighbor as themselves. And oftentimes I get asked this question by people in the church, I want to give, but my finances are so tight. It's just really hard for me. And I can really identify with that, especially in this inflationary period. And I remember early on when I first kind of got back into the church almost 20 years ago, I was in the same boat. I wanted to give more to the church than my budget would allow. And one of the things that was shared with me was, well, you don't just have to give with your money. You can give with your service. You can give by helping with certain ministries in the church. And this will actually help us out a lot more than if you gave us, your money. And I was like, well, in what ways can I help? And of course, it was shared with me that I could help with the youth ministry. And I was asked to do that because I had little kids too. And this was one of the ways that God used to kind of pull me in to the church and to reveal to me that God had a call on my life to be in vocational ministry. So this turned out to be just answering this call, this help wanted call in the church so long ago, turned out to be one of the biggest blessings in my life. So I think it could also be a blessing for you in your life. The Good Samaritan is always kind of about stepping up, seeing where there's that need and helping. It doesn't always have to be financially, it could be with prayers, but there's also jobs in the church that need to be done. And so I really love this quote in Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10, where it says, God is not unjust. He will not forget your work and love you have shown him as you have helped his people and continue to help them. See, as we partner with the church and as we help God's people and we kind of step forward and say, here am I, Lord, send me. I'll do the job. I'll give the help that everybody else is walking past. There's a special blessing that comes with that. So I put the help wanted sign right here on our map on our journey to Jerusalem. And I just wanted to share some of the summer jobs that are available at the church here throughout the summer, because one of the interesting things about the summertime is that a lot of people are out. And so we have a lot of things that need to be filled, a lot of spots that maybe God's calling you to do it. And of course, if you don't know about it, you can't do it. So what are some of the summer jobs available? Well, the fellowship committee is in need of serious help. This is led by Jennifer Hess. She's the ministry leader there. And the description of this job is basically you help in the planning, in the staffing, and the fellowship of all the fellowship gatherings. So this could be everything from setup to getting caterers to clean up after it's done. None of this work just magically gets done, and a lot of people stay and usually help with this kind of thing. But the ministry or the fellowship committee really needs people in these jobs. So if you would like to maybe step into the role of helping with the fellowship committee, please see Jennifer Hess. Maybe shoot her an email or let somebody in the church office know, and we'll connect you guys up together. What's another job that's available over the summer? Well, lectoring. We always need lectors. And right now, especially with the summer here, we need people to step up. Now, the ministry leader for the Lectors is Roseanne Hyman. She organizes this, and basically what you would do if you were going to be a lector is you would help with the mass readings and the prayers of the faithful during our services. So as you can see here on the bottom, I said, Good Samaritans needed. We definitely need some more lectors, and that's such an easy way to give to the church. How about Eucharistic Ministry? This is led by Terry Anger. He heads up the Eucharistic ministers. And basically what you do as a Eucharistic minister is you help serve the communion host at the Mass. And when we get back to it, you'll probably help with the cup also. But basically, since we have two rows that go up on either side of the church, to receive communion, we need people at both sides. And we definitely need more people to step up into that role. So Good Samaritans needed for the summertime as Eucharistic ministers. How else can you help this summer? Well, we always need greeters, and I love this little welcome bird. And, Libby Felciano is the one that heads up this ministry. Basically, what you would do as a greeter is you would greet people as they come to the masses and the services that we have. Help them to feel welcome. Give them a bulletin. Maybe sometimes they need help finding a seat. And this is such an important part of the ministry. As a greeter, you're kind of like the first face of the church, and I love it. When I come up and see Philip there, because he's always has such a great smile on his face, and he's so welcoming. And maybe you feel led to be that welcoming person at the church. If you do, see Libby. How about altar servers? See, some of these summer jobs are available. They can be filled by people of all ages. And, even if you're really young and your parents are watching this, maybe they'll share it with you. You could be an altar server. And our ministry leader for that is Judy Parkinson. She gives the training for that. But I also help if you need to know. We help you when you're up there. Basically, what you would do is you would join the procession with the priests and deacons and the readers of the day, the lectors, and you would kind of process in the sanctuary carrying the cross, and then you would assist the priest and the deacon at the altar. And this is a fun job. Really helps get the youth kind of involved in the Mass, and so we need some Good Samaritans there. Well, there's a lot of jobs that you could partner with, and so maybe it is that finances are tight right now, but you have this heart like, I want to give. Maybe you could step up into one of these summer job openings. And so what's our application for the journey this week? Well, that is faithful service is an awesome way to contribute to the ministry. And then once again, those summer jobs that we have for you Good Samaritans out there, we've got the fellowship committee, definitely needs people. We're going to have a bingo night again sometime, and they're going to need help with that. And lectors definitely need help with the lecturing, Eucharistic ministers, greeters, and altar servers. Well, I hope this has been a blessing to you, and maybe the Lord is working on your heart to partner in one of these jobs over the summer. Well, I'm Brother David. Thank you for joining me this week for Disciple Time, and I pray you have a good week. Amen. Christ.